Right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the, where are we? Southern Pool Masters in Telford, GB9. I'm searching my pockets for my phone because I need to share this. Actually, where is my phone? What have I done with it? Oh, there, is that it? That's it. So I just had to go and grab a winter coat because it's Baltic out here in the commentary box. Strange thing, it was a weird feeling. Shut me up. It was a weird feeling walking through the sunshine to my car to get a winter coat, thinking I could put shorts and t-shirt on out here. Not to be. So I'm looking forward to this one because I say I'm looking forward to this one. It's a strange feeling again because both of these probably played two of the worst matches what we've seen on the stream this weekend. But we're just assuming that they can't play that bad again. And that's the hope. And they played to somewhat of their potential because they both have a lot of it. I'm assuming this isn't practice racks. And it's just the horrible side of straight here. Don't know if you can only hit the bottom of the 9. If you can only hit the bottom of the 9, he's in trouble. You'd have to jack right up. This is not nice. You can miss this. You can really miss this by a week. Yeah. And you know what? That's just. I'm going to be honest. That's a bit typical of Kurt. His cue ball can be a bit loose at times. And I think that's why he doesn't go as far as we'd like to see him go in these events. He's got all the ability in the world. Just a shot here and a shot there really does make the difference against these top boys. And I'm a bit loose with his as well there, but this will be no problem. And 1-0 to Adam. So, and that is why Adam Ben Smith is probably the biggest breaker on the tour. He's got that kind of Neil's fine hop, skip and a jump. David Mason will put some results and scores up in between racks, but you can find them at gb9balltour.com as it is written underneath 2021. So you know, it even actually says it like in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Technical director has just put a link up for you. We're always trying to help you out, just in case the bright white writing isn't enough. In the bottom left-hand side of your screen. So Adam's think it's pretty straight in on this free, or the wrong side of straight maybe. So you might have to follow this out 2 rails. Yeah, he's the wrong side of straight. So I can see why he's trying to follow it. He's going to follow it out because he doesn't like this screwing back and judging the speed. And yeah, so now he's looking at just stopping it dead. See, I actually don't mind pulling this back a foot with a bit of side. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome, mate. Unfortunately, this isn't my first rodeo, so I've pointed out that it's on the screen about 2 million times. Who was you after anyway, David? Who are you supporting? So it's fallen a bit tough here. Oh, what's going on with that camera? Keeps blurring. Yeah, I knew what it was, but I just had to say it. So yeah, I think Adam would have been better off playing that 2 rails, as it turned out. So this looks for all the world 1 apiece. So Kurt can play this 2 ways. You can screw out, or follow with inside 3 rails around the 8, and well, it's got to be said that he's played the right shot, but about 3 foot too short. You shouldn't be playing for this 8 in the same pocket here, really. Should be playing out to the centre of the table, always in that position. He's had to play 2 shots way harder than what were necessary. But the blood check has been passed, and it's 1 apiece. So Adam just soft draw this and across for the 2 ball. Like to be where the 8 is, I think, for this 3 ball. And see, he's played for the safe, but I'm pretty sure I'd have played the 3, tried to get where the 8 is, played the 3, and you could almost play the 5-9 with a bit of safety after making the 3. that's just as good. Each to one's own. I like to try and get that free out of the way, to be honest. Anyways, anyone got a favourite out of these two? Must be Kurt's missus is normally in here, cheering him on. Okay, so Kurt's missed that kick there, and but Adam's got to make a decision here. I actually, and it's not often that it's the right shot, with ball in hand, I would put the white literally just under the 7, play the 3, full ball cannon the 9, you should hold for the 5 in the side. Worst case scenario, you've got a lock up safety. Oh no, see, I wouldn't have hit the 5, but I think he's hit it as good as you could, and he should get out here. So I just like to, I think if I hit the 9, even if I'm not perfect on the 5 and I don't like it, I have got the lock-up safety, because you have the 5 and 6 there. I don't know if that's the right way, but it's the way I'd have gone. Imran versus Ryan Fleming on table 2, and we will try and chop and change between the between racks. And, but Imran is leading 3 racks to 0, and he's at the table looking like he's got tap-ins. But when you're using a different cue for every other shot, nothing's tap-ins. He has fallen short on this 8, but it's shouldn't prove a problem really, to be honest. So here's some scores around the room, but I'm gonna change the camera. I'm going to camera 2. Oh no, they're racking the balls as well. Okay, we'll go back to the scores. Coming in technical director, we're going to keep you busy today. None of this sitting there with your feet up, playing Scrabble with your mates. We've got work to do, boy. Winners qualifier, Damien Massey 7-4 up against Johnny Holden. Ryan Wissett and Stephen Ellis is due. Kev Simpson's 2-1 up against Gabriel. Michael Beeston 2-0 up against Daniel Jones. Imran Majid is 4-0 up against Ryan Fleming, not 3. Just hasn't updated the score as yet. So, Adam, the big breaker. Guys, please like and share this stream. Like I've sat here all weekend and we've had what can only be described as soul-destroying figures for some reason. And honestly, the technical director says me there's no problem, but I'm calling rubbish on that. There must be something going on with the algorithms, because like it's just physically impossible for me to share this to 8,000 pool players just on my 2 pages and only get 22 viewers. That's as far as I'm concerned. It just doesn't work. So I think Facebook's lying or restricting or doing something. So like and share, please, guys and girls. There's nothing worse than me sitting here talking rubbish to myself. I can do that at home. So Adam, I think he needs to pick a shot here, because he can soft screw this round 2 rails and play the 3 in the side. He's decided to play it with inside, which is, well, he couldn't have played it any better, to be honest. It's just a bit surprising, but that might be what he was more comfortable with. So, well, obviously it was. Ugh, that's horrible. That is. He's gonna end up straight. So or straight-ish. So I would actually just pull this back and try and get a little bit closer than what it is to 6 now. So you can play a nice little pinch draw from pretty close to it and just pull this back to about the yellow spot. Oh no, he's going to spin it. Ah, he's managed to pinch draw it across. I didn't think that was on. Cheers, buddy. Mostly appreciated. Yeah, no, it's you know, we make an effort, we try hard, and most of the time I don't feel like playing with the traffic, honest. And so this could be 3-1 to Adam, and you know, he looks like a different player from the last time we see him here, literally a day ago. If the technical director doesn't mind pressing the button for a brief minute, we're going to go over to table 2, where Imran is 4-0 up, looking at going 5. Just going to give myself an oxygen break. Phil, can't even start talking to me about UK Opens. We have a UK Open. And Kurt's not made points here. And Adam's going to come to the table with only the wrong side of the 2, I feel. Not sure if he can bank this up between the 6 and 8 and send the white down between the 7 and under the 7 and 9. Yeah, I'd imagine you're going to be straight into that field, right? It's worth getting the queue out. It's just down the road. 200k prize pool. You know, it's yeah, to be honest, I would imagine even I'm going to get my queue out and have a little go. For $250, it's a cheap day out. It's mental. I spend more than that at dinner. It's you know what I mean. Yeah, whatever. I'll go for a day out for $250. Yeah, I'm sure you've been beating a few finals. I mean, you've been in a few finals. How's your golf, pal? Is that silly season over yet, or what? Starting to get a bit nippy. So he's played it. See, played it a bit firm, that one. And both balls have leaked out. Right shot, kind of just slightly wrong execution. There's quite a room for error as well between that 7, 9 and 8. So needs a nice love bump off this 6. Steady. How's the family, mate? Are you over the sleepless nights yet? And when will we see you back here? Any chance you're coming back for December? So on the other table, Ryan is at the table, trading 5 racks to nil, but this is quite a wide open rack, and you would like to think, oh my goodness gracious me, what has he done there? So I think Adam's going to have to play his cushion first with inside spin and try and spin underneath the 7 and play short side of the 4 here. That would be my guess. So you want to hit the 3 kind of thick and just spin it under. Hit this 3 as thick as you can, spin it underneath. Yeah, that's a nice shot. Good speed as well. Well, like, wow, I thought it was going to be great speed, but somehow it's just got that extra bang of pace. You're not playing it. Fair enough. Playing GB9 in December. Good man. And I'm glad the family are well, buddy. That's babied. Is it going to drop? Yeah. Every time you baby these on this Rasson, when they hit that rail, they just bounce big, and you're never quite sure whether they're going to slide in or not. You're definitely better off putting a full stroke on the ball here. So I think you've got to find the window between the 8 and 9 here for the 6 ball. And to be honest, he wants to be as thick on this 6 as he can to try and control the white for the 7 ball. So somewhere around the blue spot would be lovely. So he's come down. He hasn't got enough juice on that, enough side to bring it out into the centre of the table. But I'm pretty sure if we can just quickly get over there without Adam walking away. So he's got a good portion of this 6. He can just, if he wants, he can kind of stun this behind the 7 or spin it out short side. Under the 9, sorry, not short side. I'd have played short side. I don't like the speed. Adam's a far better player than me. It looked like it was a nasty little gap to play under the 9. Anyway, so this is getting away from Kurtis here, and it's 4 racks to 1. So let's go back to table 2. See how these 2 are getting on. And I did say Ryan was at the table, didn't I? And with a wide open rack. So I don't know what happened there. It's all gone Pete Tong. And Jim looking at a thin edge of this 3, I think. Try and push it towards the 4 and send the white back round towards the 5. But to be honest, I think that's asking a bit much, especially if you can't see it at all. He was looking at it. But so I'm just going to kick this 2 rails. Wants to hit this quite thick. He's hit it the wrong side of thick. Anyway, the big man, Adam Ben Smith, with a humongous break. Watch his back leg come flying up. He's like a giant ballerina, like a Niels Fine kind of break this, or a Jeff DeLuna. He just hop, skips and jumps into it. And wow, thanks for coming. 1-9. See you later. Toodle pips. Short rack. And this looks like 6-0. 5-1. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong score. Yeah, this is going to be a very short rack, this one. Just pick your spot. We've got a great view of this. Don't get me wrong, he's not 100% going to get this, but he's a good 97%, I would say. I don't expect him to miss this. Oh wow, he's butchered it. But he might fluke this off the 8. Oh no. Oh no. Let me just get the other camera. Oh, sorry. So there might be a couple of attempts at a carom here at some point. I can't believe he missed that by so much, to be honest. It didn't look that difficult in the camera. It may well have been, though. Okay, so for me, Kurt's missing about 3 feet of pace there, because this is now a tough pot. He's made it look easy. Right. Do you play the 3 into the rail, into the 9, or do you run out? Yeah, you've got to play the 5-6. You'd have to be mental. That's a good point. But I did have a kind of a bit of a brain fart there, I think. The 5 passes the 6. And then you play the 7-8-9 carom or 7-9 combo, depending if it passes the 8. I can't really tell from this camera angle. I'm assuming it passes the 8 straight to the 9. Yeah, and it does. Nice. 4-2 lead for Adam Ben Smith now. And we'll just go back to table 2 for a moment. I don't know, balls. Okay, so we've had the break. Trading 4 racks to 2. And he's managed to squeeze a few balls in there. Made the 1, and the wing ball got squeezed in by the ball underneath it. And got a good look at the 2. Just a little bit of top outside English, kind of play this 2 rails. And back into the centre of the table, get nicely on the 4, and then it's kind of plain sailing. He's stunning it out 2 rails. Oh wow, he's just dragged it round 2 rails. So just silly balls that Kurtis misses. To be honest, it's aggravating because he's a great cueist. Yeah. Top amateur snooker player, I think he was, at least in the juniors, at the very least. And it's a shame. Adam had that one wobble himself. I think he's got a half decent shot at this 4 ball, but don't know if he's got to play short side of the 5 here. It's not the worst scenario. You know, anywhere under the 5 and the 7. Play it short side, and he spun it out. See, that would have been my preferred shot. I've got to be honest, but I wasn't sure he could do it. So just if he needs to make sure I'm moving his 7 out of the way. See, I'd have hit that a bit firmer, and a bit kind of stunned to keep you white above the 6. So I think he's now got to play a shot, and he's got to get around this. He's got to get around the table, I think, here. Unless you can load this up with check side and just. I tell you what, yeah, there you go. Where he's put his hand now, that might be the answer here. Just below the middle pocket on the right-hand side, and take your medicine. Put a nice high ball on the 7 down the rail. Natural position on the 8, and you should be good to go, to be honest. I think he's right. So just make sure of getting past the 9 ball towards the top diamond on the bottom right hand side, and there you go. No, I don't like this way. Do not like that. I think that. Do not like that at all. But that's what he's playing. He's babying it in with side. The only problem with this shot is you're dicing with the 8 and 9 here with a high ball. So he's going to have to put a bit of outside English on this. You can't just play this with a plain ball, really. Yeah, no, and he's missed it. And I think he'd have been better off coming the other side, to be honest. Anyway, can't let silly errors by both of them. And yeah, this could end up being a tight old game. Oh, wow. What has he done there? Answers on a postcard, people. Answers on a postcard. Kurtis just checked the train times back to Bristol. He's He's had a Western here, I've got to be said. He's, yeah. Such a good player as well. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's going to, oh, how has that gone in? It moved about 4 times. Don't know what happened there. Didn't look in when he hit it. Oh my goodness, that's had a wobble as well. That's not in, by the way. Adam, you're fine. Crying out loud. Let's watch table 2. Right, someone's going to have to help me here who actually knows, and I don't want guesses. I've just had a thought, and this would be brutal. Is Ryan Fleming on for back-to-back 9-0 losses in a quarter-final? Did Jason beat him 9-0 in the last event's quarter-final? If you know the correct answer, let me know. If you're guessing, keep quiet, because this would be an interesting statistic to pluck from thin air. He's currently 7-0 down against Imran Majid. And Adam's made 0 balls here, and but he's made points and he's left nothing. Jim, are you there? Do you know the answer? It'd be a pretty brutal scoreline to lose it. You know what? His break is really failing him this weekend. Big Ben does what he wants. He doesn't look great. You know what? I've seen him look better though at other events. You know, it's strange. It's a strange one. He's getting the job done though. That's it. That's what you can only beat what's in front of you. So I think yesterday we were talking. He hasn't won one of these, but he has made a final. Must have been many moons ago, obviously. So Kurt just pushing out here, and couple of ways you could play this. Bit risky, but you could push the 1 under the 4, hit the 2 pretty full, and glue the white behind the 5. Or hit the 5 and leave the 1 behind the 4. But ultimately, you'd want to be hitting the top of the 2, really, or the side of the 2, whichever way you want to look at it. But yeah, I'm not sure. He might be banking this up and down and pushing the white forward, which is fraught with danger. Well, unless you fluke it, obviously, and then you're still in a bit of trouble. It's that's not the way to play it, I don't think. Yeah, that's just criminal, to be honest. You're yeah, you're just leaving balls on. So, big rack there. Oh dear. You know what? It wasn't easy, but you fully expect him to make it. Big rack, massive, humongous difference between 5-2, 5-3 and 6-2. Well, you know what? And this is going to sound terribly harsh, but Kurt might as well unscrew his cue now and give Adam the match if he's going to keep playing shots like that. Going to be honest, it's probably some of the worst shot selection I've seen. It's and I've got a lot of time for Kurt, but that it's just an absolute nothing shot. It's like I know what he's trying, but he's a million. Like, there was so many better shots to be played there. Like, he could have played the pot, to be honest. And I'm lost. I am lost. And Adam, although bridging over the 8 here is a pretty tall guy. He's not ginormous by any stretch, but he's tall enough to deal with that. I'd be needing a couple of other pages and a rest. And that's just to play the centre of the table. So this is for all the world 6-2. And also on the other table, Imran is at the table. And he's got a shot to play. Oh, he might have 2 shots to play now after that. It's just carried on going. But he's got to play the 4. If he gets to the 6, he should be out. He's got to play the. He's on the 4 now. 4, 5, 6. And going to stun this round the rails, I think. I think if he lands straight here, he's in big trouble. Oh no, he's pulled up. Even he looks a bit worried for a minute. Adam just looks a bit tentative on the shot, some of these. Just put your arm through this one. So it's Kurt to break, trading 6 racks to 2. And is for all the world going to go 8-0 up, and that's not a statistic I don't think Ryan would have wanted on his 9-ball career. Back-to-back 9-0 losses in quarterfinals. If that is the case, pretty sure it is. Terry Challengers put up semi-finals. Terry, was that what I'm trying to think, I can't even think. Was that what you lost in 9-0 to Jason in, was it, the semis? Is that what you're saying? If so, even that, so it'd be like back-to-back Sunday losses. 9-0. Ducked on Sundays. Ducked. That's what they say in cricket, isn't it? Do you get ducked or blanked? Pretty sure it was, yeah. Okay. What is a duck? That's something nil, isn't it? But in what sport? I think it's. Slow down. Technical director think he's going funny, but that you get ducked in a sport. It's something nil, but I can't remember what sport. Someone will come up and tell me. hear me. Cricket. There you go. I knew it was cricket. I said cricket, right? Did I say cricket? Oh, technical director's bringing out the Kit Kats. Is that your way of saying, Chris, go and take a break? Oh, I really was hoping. Oh, can't catch a break. Right, I'm going to crack open this Kit Kat, I think. And that's why when 24/7 TV say you should apply to do commentary for us, I have to point out that I know nothing about any other sport apart from Q Sports. And even that's a bit wayward sometimes. Thank you, technical director, and thank you all for being a knowledgeable bunch. So, if Kurt's trying to push this 2 to the rail and glue the white on the 4, he's got to play this really nicely, and he has. I thought the 2 was not close to the 4 there. He managed to. Right, Ryan Fleming is at the table on table 2 here, and I don't want to jinx him. It's wide open. I'd love to see him get a rack on the board here. So, yeah, Ryan is 99.9% of the time getting out here. And I can't wait to show you the main camera with table 2 score. I'd love to see him get a rack. And it's a good hit, and it's a bit unlucky to stick it up, but you know, it's one of them answers on a postcard on how to get down nicely for this free. That 9's in the way to play short side and play the combo. I think I play this thin with check side, come between the 6. This is a million, absolutely million to go that way. Safety it is if he can hit this thick enough, which camera 3 says he can. Oh sugar, I've pressed the wrong button. But there you go, that was Ryan for the 9. And so Kurt can clearly play this and send the 3 round the back of the 9, stick up behind the 5. Oh my goodness. Wow. I tell you what. It's just all the gear, no idea out there this morning. But Mr. Fleming's got his first rack on the board. And no duck. Oh, I could smash a quarter of a duck later. Bit of plum sauce, cucumber, spring onion. Oh, talk to me. Wonder what King fancies. Actually, if Mark wins this, we might make him buy dinner on the way home. choking on thin air in here. What's going on? Oh, what an effort that is. He's hit the right side of the free. Just the free's hit the knuckle. And come back. So, Kurt Weaver back at the table and looking at this 4. I'm not sure. I might try and stun back here and come short side of the 5. He's missed the technical director's making some funny noises here. He's a bit shocked. I'm no longer shocked at these. He's overcut the 4, trying to get down for the 5. I'm no longer surprised when they miss balls this weekend. Right, I'm just going to let them play this. Yeah, the real Kirk could do with showing up again at some point this weekend before it's too late, because this has been pretty hard work. Yeah. Not like that. It's not easy, this. Don't mind him taking his time here. It's an important shot. You know, Kurtis isn't looking too clever at the minute, but you can soon hit a gear. 7-2, you think the match is over, to be honest, the way it's over. 6-3, maybe not so much. Ryan's played a bit of a, well, I wasn't quick enough on the camera, but I think he's played a poor shot there, you know. Like, pretty sure Imran can get to this one ball. Unfortunately, we haven't got more camera angles on table 2, but I'd be shocked if he can't get through to the point angle of this one. And alright, Imran's on his 15th cue of the weekend. I reckon he could just pull this down a bit with outside English and have some sort of shot on the 2. Oh wow, he's done that. Wow. You know what? See, that's the shot I would have expected him to play if he was using his own cue. But fair play. That's a great. He's come with a great stroke there, and Adam Ben Smith has completely. He's let the Nils Fine out go a bit too much there, and the white ball's gone airborne. So 6-3 can be quite easily 6-4 and 6-5 with Kurt de Break. That was a big rack, because Adam did have chances, although Kurt's fallen the wrong side of straight here, I think, which is not ideal. So you may have to just kind of almost stop this dead and try and play a soft spin off the 5. I don't know. It's not ideal anyway. I know that. Unless you can power this through. Well, no, I don't even think you can power it through. It's no good. That's what it is. Anyway, Imran's going to win this 9 racks to 1, I think, because he's got 6, 8, 9 just all sat there begging. So that's a bit of a drumming, but light work for Imran this morning, which was nice for him. Do you know what I mean? That's what you want. Although I need to start a little bit, because I'm not sure he's dropped in the side. Yeah, he's playing it in the side, so must be pretty easy. Yeah, and that's 9-1 to Imran Majid. Sorry, Jim, if you're in there in the chat box. And yeah, that spinning off that 5 here was not on, and that is woeful. Woeful. So Adam Ben Smith really needs to take advantage here, because he's let Kurt off the hook a couple of times, and you know he'll start thinking not again, because you know he had even he'll admit a very poor match against Kev Simpson yesterday on the stream, and wiped its feet, and yeah, so this is going to be 7 racks to 3, and Kurt to break. Well, Kurt's hit them really badly, I'm going to be honest, but he's made points and he's got a look on a 2. So if he can just pull this across, bump the 9, hold for the 3, you know what? I would fully expect him to get these. Bump the 9. There you go, that's perfect. Make sure you leave yourself a nice natural angle to get from the 3 to the 4 to the 5. And I'm not sure if he has or not, you know. So I'd have stunned the white where the 3 was. Yeah, he's just makes the game hard work for himself sometimes, Kurt. Yeah. I think he's just had enough now, to be honest. I think he knows he's He's had a bit of a mare this weekend on the stream. He's just going to let his arm flow, see what happens. And to be honest, it could be what he needed. You know, match isn't over. He just needs to relax a bit. And well, to be honest, he needs to start playing the right positional shots. That would help too. But so he can play his 2 rails with inside English. Bring it back up the rail. That's it does goes under the 9, over the 9. So. Let's go past the 9. I didn't think it did. So he's out here, and it's going to be 7 racks to 4. And, Ben Smith to break. Can he keep the white on the table and get on the hill? So he's kept the white on the table. He's lost the white, lost the cue ball. Ugh, that's he had a right result, but not quite. Turn my mic off. Is he going to play the 2-3? Or what? Well, actually, that's a strange one. That. Looking at camera angle 3, I can't quite work out if he can get to the 2 nicely, or whether he's got to play underneath it. Right, play the bottom of it. I think they're calling for a ref to move the rack. Could be a few minutes this. So stay tuned, sit back, relax, or go stick the kettle on, get the biscuits out.
2 and 3.
That's fine, Sam. Just might take you a minute.
Yeah, okay.
Do you remember where I put it? Because that one goes on that side.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thanks.
No problem.
And after all that, I'm still none the wiser whether he can hit this 2 onto the 3 and make it. So we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. So he could. He just couldn't, if that makes sense. So it's a long way from over, this match at the minute. No one seems to. Well, Kurt hasn't had a chance to kind of really. Well, actually, I don't know what I'm about to say, to be honest. Adam should have killed this off, really. I think Kurt's made far more of the mistakes. But I think that's another one, really. I don't think. I don't know if you can hold for the 4 in the 2. Yeah. Well, I think that's a bit of a roll, to be honest. I think you can pot this. I think you can pot this and kind of like just come across the face of the 5. It's coming back. And yeah, that was definitely would be considered a roll. Played the 2 ball pretty badly. Yeah, it's just no good, that. It's just hitting too low on the cue ball. I just play that with a high ball with inside and play short side of the 7 now. If you're worried about falling this short. Not that he shouldn't not make this. Oh my god. He's completely baited with it. He's scratched. And you could probably concede the way he feels right now. He's had a mare. I bet he's not played this anywhere near this bad on any outside table. But the stream table has got him flustered. I like that little shot from Adam. It looked, I'd say it looked like a simple one, but you know what? He gave himself the best chance of being nicely on the 8. And that's Adam on the hill. And, I think it's that. No, it's Kurt to break by the looks of this. And rightly so, he looks really frustrated. And gotta be honest, I'm almost hoping Adam kills it off now, because I don't see Kurt getting any better. At least his head looks in the bin. So might as well give myself a chance to go and have a coffee and a sit down and something to eat, rather than watch Kurt chop around for a couple more racks. Bless him. Some people just, you know, and I do it all the time. I turn up to a tournament, haven't put the hours in. My break's no good, my stroke's no good, and sometimes think I should have just stayed at home and sat on the couch and ate popcorn. But he has made the main quarter final, so you know what? It's just not been ideal. I think he's looking at the combo, but really he's got to play the carom if he's going to play anything. He's got a high chance of getting safe as well. So I think this rack moves out the way. I think this free slides in the side. I could be wrong. I think you can play this in the side, dead weight, just fall short of the 6 off the top rail, and have a shot, a half decent shot on the 4. Could be wrong, but I think it's on. You can just drop this in dead weight, just come off the top rail, leave yourself a shot. Come on, Adam. I suppose it's an important part of the match. The winning line. Just taking his time. I just drop this in dead weight and just take the medicine. Wow. I don't know. I have no idea why he's played it like that. Obviously. Yeah, I just have no idea. Like, anywhere short of the 6, like, just take your shot. So now he's probably going to have to try and put the 4 under the 8 and send the white round the back of the 5. Kind of something like, I don't know, he's kind of, if he gets behind the 5, he's got a shot. But no. Way short there, really, because you really should be aiming for, like, the 3rd rail towards the 9 sort of thing. Use the 5 and 8 as big blockers. Kurt's missed that fin, and again, completely lost his cue ball. Look how wide that comes out. Yeah, that's fin as well. So, I would go as far as to say he's either got alignment problems or he's just not been practicing and with this Revo or something, or been mixing it up or something. He's hitting a lot of balls thin. So Adam to break, and he'd like to kill this match off, to be honest. He doesn't want to drag this out. And he's made the 2-ball, he's made points, and he's got a nice open look at this 1. Easy position for the 3, and unfortunately looking at this here, the 5 doesn't go past the 9, but from where the 4 is, he can get underneath the 5. Oh, what camera is that? That's camera 2. So that 5 might pass the 8, so you can play above it or underneath it from the 4. So let's just get this 1-3 out of the way, get it nicely on the 4, and you can play underneath the 5 or above the 5 if it goes. He loves the loop bridge, Adam, doesn't he? Come on, mate. Hold yourself together. Oh no. Oh no. Just going to turn the mic off a minute because I've got nothing to say. He's had a mare here, like, you could have just, it's just too easy to say after the fact, isn't it, but he just played it wrong. Anyway, say la vie. To be honest, if I'm Adam, I'm just swinging at this and having it at the bank, because position's overrated anyway, by the looks of things. And he's going to send it between the, just send it off the point before the middle pocket, under the 5 and the 8. Come on, Benny. Adam, let's go. Stop messing about now. Let's get this 1. Just screw back to the kind of just before the diamond. Oh no, he's gone 3 rails. Try to get behind the 7. You know what? It's a good effort, but it seems like an awful lot to do that. That's not in. That's see just babying balls. They're so easy to miss. But come on, Adam, put this to bed now. Give me 10 minutes of peace. Just go and have a coffee and chill out before the next match. Do we know what the next match is, technical director? He's ignoring me. He's watching car videos. He's like completely ignoring me as well. Don't even knows it. Don't think he knows I'm talking to him. Do we know what the next match is? Ah, it's Mark and Elliot. There we go. And this match is over. Right, I'm going to leave you. We've got about a 30-minute break until the next match. So we'll be back momentarily. Enjoy.